Okay, so now we're factorising a non-monic quadratic, and that simply means that the term that's squared, in this case p squared, has a number that is not 1 in front of it, so it's got 5. So that makes it a non-monic. If it has nothing in front of it, that means there's a 1 in front of it, that makes it a monic. But this is a non-monic because it doesn't have a 1 in front of it, it has another number. So what we do in this case is we have to include this number. Right, so 5 times minus 6 is our first step. What is 5 times minus 6? We know that that is minus 30. So what we have to do is we have to find two factors, or two numbers which multiply to give you minus 30, but will add to give you 13. Okay, so we know that 10 times 3 is 30, but it's not minus 30. We know that 10 times minus 3 is minus 30, but 10 plus minus 3 does not give us 13, it gives us 7. We know that minus 10 times 3 gives you minus 30, but minus 10 plus 3 still doesn't give you 13. So look for other factors, okay? 5 sixes, right? 5 times minus 6 or minus 6 times 5, you won't get 13. All right, so think of another two factors. I can also think of 15 and minus 2, right? 15 times minus 2 will give me minus 30, okay? And let's add them. So 15 plus minus 2, that gives us 13. Oh, well, that's exactly what we want. Okay, that's what we're after. So these are the two numbers we're going to use to break this middle term up with. Okay, so next line we're going to write 5p squared, that's my first term. Okay, and instead of writing 13p, I'm going to write 15p plus 15p, okay, minus 2p. Now 15p minus 2p gives you 13p, yeah? Okay, so we're good. And then just finish writing that quadratic. And now you have 4 terms. So you are now going to group them in pairs. Look at the first 2 terms and factorise those as though they're on their own. So the common factor I can see in both those terms is 5p. So 5p comes out of a set of brackets. So 5p times what gives me 5p squared? Well, it'll be p. And 5p times what gives me 15p? That will be plus 3. And close my brackets. Now look at these last 2 terms. Common factor I can see is minus 2. So I'm going to put minus 2 outside of the brackets. And p goes in there, of course, because minus 2 times p is minus 2p. And then minus 2 times what gives me minus 6? Well, it is plus 3 again. All right, so now I have a common factor of p plus 3, which is great. So I take that common factor out. P plus 3 has been taken out of the 2 terms, okay? And then open up brackets. In this term here, we took this out. What's left behind? 5p. Okay, here we took out the p plus 3. What's left behind? Minus 2. And we fully factorised this non-monic quadratic.